everybody, Joe Flip here. I wanted to share with you this really cool pedal. It's an Ampero Hotone. It's a effects processor, modeler, amp, cabinet simulator, all in one. It's really cool. I've actually used it in a live setting quite a few times now over the last month or two. So we'll dive right in and show you how it works. Alright, so before we start, I should let you know that I'm using my Fender Strat. The sound is going into my 12-inch Electro Voice monitor speaker, and I'm just using the internal microphone on my laptop, so I'm not using any fancy microphones or anything. So obviously the sound quality isn't going to sound as good on your end compared to playing it live in person, but we'll go from there. So let's dive right into it. Alright, so this is the Imperial Editor. It's a free software that you can get to use this device. A lot of these are the kind of default, templates that came with this thing here. So I'll just kind of run through a couple of them to show you. And you can use a tap tempo delay on this thing, so I'm going to try that. So yeah, all kinds of really cool things here. Here's some of the stuff that I've been messing around with. So here's my kind of my clean for kind of country clean stuff. A little phaser on there. In my opinion, I always try to get a really nice clean tone first, and then build it from there. So I was trying to play around with this kind of a clean tone. So I used this 4x10 cabinet here. So and I've messed around with a couple of different amp heads. So far I like this one, but I'm sure I'll be changing it around a lot. This is kind of I tried to find a way to get a similar to a Stevie Ray Vaughan tone, which is again, impossible even with the best amps, but for the sake of argument, I just wanted to try to find some kind of tone similar to that vibe. Now here's I clicked the little overdrive pedal here. Here's kind of like a 70s rock. So another cool thing about this too is you can like duplicate something. So let's say I like this settings that I have here. I can just duplicate that and put it right next to it, and then I could mess around and add different effects to use on there. Alright, so now what I'm going to show you is some of the cabinet features here. So right here I just have a black twin for the amp. This is a Dumble cab simulator. The other one I liked was this one. So when I was playing around with these cabinet simulators, So first I started off with these ones. But when I got to these, 4x12s and obviously, 2x12s and 4x12s, just added so much more low end and more, just more fatness to the sound. The black twin, so this is my amp head. Let's see. Tons of different options. You can adjust the location of the mic, what kind of microphone, the amp head. You can do some EQ in there. If you want to EQ it more, you can pick some EQ settings here to choose from. So for effects, you have a couple options. So this option, so you could pick any effect here. If you want to use it, you just click this button, and it can be on all the time. Otherwise, you can sync this to the control foot switch to turn it off and on. A lot of different delay options, a lot of different reverb options, more effects. So yeah, that's the Hotone Ampero. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. I'm pretty new to the whole amp cabinet modeling thing. I've always just used the tube amp, but the technologies came a long way. It's obviously not exactly the same as a tube amp, but there's pros and cons each way. But I think instead of hauling a big amp around, if you're doing smaller shows or if you travel a lot, I think these things are great, especially for the for the low cost and the lightweight benefits of it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you found any other cool tricks. I'd be interested to hear what you have in the comments section. Otherwise, we will see you next time.